How's breakfast?
Good.
So you guys went out. So you didn't go to the hotel breakfast, or what?
Yeah, we were at the hotel breakfast.
And is it a bit different than what you're used to?
It's pretty Western. Eggs and toast and bacon. There's a bit of odd things, like some sausage and cheeses and stuff.
Okay, yeah. I wanted to ask you your training leading up to Worlds. Now you run some group sessions with some people back in BC. Is that right?
Yeah, some outdoor boot camp stuff.
Okay, so are the people who you train with, are they aware of what you've been training for the past while, and have they absorbed the fact that you're a former Team Canada athlete and the fact that you're going back again this year?
Yeah, they were very supportive, and they did a lot of the training with me. Like I did a lot of running and endurance stuff, and they kind of joined in with me to support me.
Okay, cool. And so from your group specifically, was it just you who went, or did you manage to bring anyone else up to speed to come out to Worlds?
No, just me.
Any hopefuls?
Lots of interest. It's just lack of bells and a lack of space to work indoors and stuff makes it difficult. I've done some beginner stuff with them, and they're very interested. It's just I got to get more lighter bells, and we have to find a space to do it.
And you've had some interest in looking for a space, right? You've been kind of working on that for a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a hopeful space. It's a jiu-jitsu gym that we might share with the guy, rent off some space, and it's a good area. So
Sweet. So yesterday was your first day of competition, but tell me about your trip out to Latvia. Tell me what travel was like. Was it comparable to your previous trip to Seoul as far as flights go and hotels and stuff like that?
the hotel was easier because Lisa with Team Canada, our captain, she reserved or booked a block for the whole team.
Oh, wow.
And it's worked out great. And but flying over was definitely a lot harder than Korea. So I flew to Vancouver, which was an hour. Then I flew to Frankfurt, which was 10 hours. And then it was 2 hours from Frankfurt to Riga. And then a 4-hour long, rough, windy bus ride.
Right. Yeah. I saw Irvin's post. He had mentioned that he landed in Riga and then they had to take a bus ride.
Yeah. Yeah, which it surprised me. It's a lot of secondary roads. Like I thought it would just be one big freeway, but it was a lot of windy secondary roads.
And did you happen to bump into any of the other competitors, either from Team Canada or from the other countries on that bus?
I came over with Slavo and Joanne and Mike Reed. We all came over from Vancouver together, and then the same flights. They were the only ones from Team Canada on the bus, and then we had some American lifters.
Okay. So after you landed in Riga and you took the windy roads on that bus to get to Daugavpils, when you got there, were you looking for the hotel right away, or what would you guys have to do when you landed in the host city?
The bus took us right to the hotel.
Oh, nice.
The city is really easy to get around. It's not a big city, and you have trams running everywhere.
And you guys did a bit of...
Yeah, we toured around. We took the trams, looked at some history stuff like churches and the fortress and stuff like that. Some memorials.
And yesterday you guys weighed in. What was that experience like? Was it smooth sailing? Did it take all day or?
No.
But it was. I imagine it
uh,
was the same song and dance. Drop trow and do your thing.
Lisa really wanted to get us in first, so she was there at noon. Weigh-ins were at 2:00. She got everything registered and set up, but the same old. It was about 3 by the time we got in, and I think we ended up being the third team being weighed.
Todd,
so it was.
Do you know how many
was
competitors there are in the competition?
400.
Oh, just 400.
I think. Yeah.
That seems smaller. Like, considering this is a more Central European country, it seems pretty small.
Yeah, I'm not sure where the numbers lag. I know there's less countries here.
Okay, so yesterday you guys did weigh-ins, finished up with that, and I'm sure you went out and found a cool place to eat. Now today, yesterday for you, it's about 10:30 p.m. my time. So yesterday you did your biathlon sets. So tell me about. Now, did you have jerks first?
Yeah.
Okay, so going into your jerk set, how confident were you going into that? And were there any? What was going through your head through your set? And did you happen to surprise yourself?
The jerk set did not go well for me. Bit of nerves going into it. They didn't have real good warm-up areas, so I kind of couldn't do my usual warm-up, so I was a bit rattled going into it. But I started to get some no counts because my left arm not locking out. It kind of rattled me going into, I think it was about the 8th minute, so I ended up at 72 reps and probably 5 no counts, which, in training I've been getting, 85 to 90.
Yeah. So you felt like, now physically, did you feel kind of all right? It was mainly just the nerves?
Yeah, just things started to fall apart
Yeah.
on me. Like I was getting poor connection and I wasn't getting low enough in my second dip and getting under the bells. And lots of stuff to work on, definitely.
But you've been working pretty hard for the last while, but we know that about you. You're always putting out videos and showing how you're putting in the time, putting in the sets. I know that when I'm not training, or at least not being consistent, I remember when we went to Crazy Monkey this year. When I went into that Longcycle set, I was like, I don't even know if I'm gonna get past the first couple of minutes here because I haven't done 2-minute sets, I haven't done 3-minute sets, I haven't done 6-minute sets like in a while, and so I was just like, I don't know what's gonna happen, and that really plays with it. Like, obviously, you don't want to go into your set feeling like that. I'm sure that you didn't, but when you were getting those no counts and you're like, oh, am I going to be able to pull off these last few good reps in these last couple of minutes here? You just kind of start unraveling and falling apart. It's not a good position to be in. It can't be understated. I think, that mental component of it, right?
Yeah, definitely. And then like your first set, international competition, like now I'm kind of hoping the ice is broken so I can do the rest of my lifts a little more relaxed. And I'm redoing my biathlon for veterans tomorrow, so I'm hoping I can, as long as I'm not too fatigued, I can pound out some better numbers.
Nice. Yeah, I was going to ask you if you're going to do veterans. I assume that you would. It's a shame that you guys can't. I imagine that you're not pulling together a relay team.
Yeah, we are actually.
Are you? Who are you putting together?
Yeah. We're going to do amateur jerks today. We have enough amateurs on our team, and then we're doing Longcycle veterans relay, and they're going to let us use Chris from Team England again. Kind of a
Beautiful.
Commonwealth team.
Nice. That's awesome. That's really good to hear. I think that's
Yeah,
really
it should be
important
good.
that we keep putting together teams for the relays, because I think that really shows a lot of team commitment and team spirit, I think. But also
Yeah,
just
definitely.
well-roundedness in the team, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and
So,
it's fun.
that's
It's
great.
a lot of fun because 3 minutes you're not killing yourself, and
Mm-hmm.
you can, get some more experience on the platform.
Your snatch set, I saw that you got pretty close to that 200. I know you're aiming for it. How'd it feel?
It felt good. The judge kept slowing me down.
Mm-hmm.
He wouldn't quite let me get to 20 RPM, but they were slowing everybody down.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it went good.
Same old song and
But
dance.
if I don't, yeah. The judging has been pretty strict this year. We're
Yeah,
finding.
I noticed that. I watched a few videos. Even now, I noticed that Irvin, he can sway a little bit in the overhead on his jerks, but it doesn't. I mean, to me, it's still, they may wobble a little bit, but he's got the rep. He's up there and he's holding them. But even the slightest little bit of wobble, I noticed that the judge was raising up his yellow card there. So, but
Yeah,
I'm presuming, now I haven't seen the colored cards before, so I'm presuming that a yellow card is a warning, and then they have a red card for a no count. Is that how they're doing it?
yeah, yeah, yeah. There's been a lot of inconsistency in the judging too. You get to talk to Chris about that.
All right. Well,
But they,
okay.
I guess they had a meeting about it last night. The Irish, I guess, went after them, and they're supposed to clean it up today. So we'll see how it goes today.
Interesting. Okay, what's Chris got to say?
I'll give it to Chris.
Hello.
Hey, Chris, congratulations on a first day of lifting done.
Yeah, cheers, man.
So, how'd you feel about your sets?
Oh, I just lost you. There you go. Yeah, pretty good. The first set, jerk set, I got a no rep on my very first rep,
No.
so that rattled me a little bit.
Was he doing it just to mess
Yeah.
with you?
So I had to recover from that. Well, the problem is the first one, I kind of I picked the weights up, rocked back a little bit on my heels, and he no rep me for that. So then I was already behind everyone else. So then you're playing catch up, and I got a few more no reps for the same thing, for rocking back on my heels. But that was okay. I got 109 reps, which is not a PB, but it was all right.
Yeah. Awesome.
So yeah, I felt pretty good after that.
Cool. Now, Todd
I
was
knew that
mentioning
Todd would be
something
trying to
about
catch me up on the snatch.
inconsistency. Todd was mentioning something
well,
about
the guy that was
inconsistency in
after me-
the reffing.
Yeah. So I got about 4 no reps, and the guy after me his technique was all over the place, to be honest, and he didn't get any no reps. So and then in the end he beat me by 1 point. So
That must have
was a little bit
stung.
hard to take. Yeah. Especially when it was like, if I'd had 1 more point, I would have had a bronze medal. So that was a bit tricky, but
Yeah.
so I've entered the veterans as well with Todd again, so that I get another chance to have a go.
Now, did you notice if they were doing any, like in Korea, they were doing a little bit of testing out some new judges? Did you notice any of that yesterday?
They had some new judges, but they weren't. They were just sitting alongside the existing judges, so it wasn't to do with that. It was other situations.
Yeah. as when I'm judging competitions, what I'm usually looking for is consistency in the lifter. And sometimes you get
Yeah.
that lifter who goes up there who, isn't the prettiest, but it's like, okay, as long as you stay consistent, I'll give you the reps sort of thing.
Yeah.
So what kind of, was it a comparable situation with the guy you saw, or do you think that was it?
It was interesting,
It was-
let's say. It was interesting.
Fair enough.
I don't want to go too much into it.
Yeah.
But it was interesting.
Okay.
It was an interesting situation that I'd not seen before.
That's a difficult position to be in when because it's a world championships, right? So we're presuming that everyone has qualified to be there, but at the same time, you do see a wide variety of standards as far as the different countries or organizations go who end up sending their athletes. Did you? Were there any standout performances yesterday, or anything that stands out to you?
Any standout performances from yesterday? Can you think?
Well, the Russians, obviously.
Yeah. just the usual Russian dominancy.
How big is their team this year?
No, it was. How many's on the Russian team this year? There's a lot in there. There seems to be a lot of people in each category. Like last year in Korea, there was 5 or 6, I think, in our category. This year there's 9. So it's quite most of the categories are pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's more guys here than what there was last year for definitely in our category.
Okay. And what are you looking forward to today?
Today, I'm looking forward to watching Todd doing his Longcycle shit. That's the main event. That's my whole purpose today, is to cheer Todd on.
Will you be doing Longcycle as well?
No way. Who would do Longcycle? That's the devil's work. That's like a cardio workout. So yeah, no. I tried Longcycle in Korea and it failed miserably. So this year I'm just gonna sit back and watch Todd. And save my energy for the real lifting tomorrow.
Yeah, because you're gonna do the veterans tomorrow, right?
Yeah. I'm giving Todd, basically it's a lifeline for Todd so that he can redeem himself and try and get a few more jerks. Yeah, I'm gonna let him. I'm only gonna do 5 minutes, and Todd's gonna do 10, just to give him a chance.
How's your body feeling today?
My shoulders are pretty tight, but I think that's just from all the laughing. So yeah, well, apart from that, it's all good. I think.
Okay,
I'll
cool.
be fine. We got a few English lifters up today, so I'll be supporting them. We brought a team of we got 6 English guys here.
And
so,
is there anyone who it's their first time?
I've got a girl from my gym, Tracy, who's it's the first time at her IUKL Worlds, and she's doing double 24 Longcycle, double 20 Longcycle, which is they're just trialing it this time, so that'll be interesting to see how she gets on with that. And there's a lad lifting this morning, Andy Lamb. It's his first international competition. He only qualified this year, so he's pretty nervous. So that'll be interesting to see how he gets on. So yeah, it should be a good day.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
So you said double 20 Longcycle for your
they're doing double
female
20s,
teammate.
Yeah.
So that's pretty interesting, because normally we're really only seeing 16, 24, 32, and then if we're looking at veterans, they'll do the 12s as well. I know that they do that for like snatch and whatnot. But so do you have any information on why they're doing the 20 kg, or any insight into that?
I'm guessing that they think it's a big jump from 16s to 24s, especially in doubles.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they've put the 20s in as a bit of a stepping stone.
I think that's probably a good move. Just consider, like, there's definitely a very small handful of standout female competitors who can put up remarkable numbers of the 24s, but I've seen a lot of competitions where you'll have a string of female lifters and they'll lift the 24s, but they'll do like 13 reps in 10 minutes.
Yeah. It's a really big jump from 16 to 24.
Yeah.
In doubles for the girls. You know, like I say, I've got one of my lifters, Tracy's lifting. You know, she can smash out 100 reps with 16s, but she's struggling to hit 10 reps with 24s. So, like you say, 20s is a good stepping stone. You know, she'll be looking to hit, 40, 50 reps with 20s, and then that'll increase as she gets up.
And sorry, is she going to be doing that today?
Yeah. She's competing today.
I'll be interested to hear the result of that. Do you know how big the pool is that she's lifting in?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I'll have to check the flight list. I don't know who else is lifting 20s.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Awesome. So you got a pretty easy day today.
Yeah. Another easy day.
Excellent. How are you enjoying Latvia?
Yeah, it's all right. It's pretty quiet, to be fair.
Yeah.
But the competition is good, and we're having a good crack, so it's all good.
And is it at the Olympic Center? Is that what it is? Some sort of Olympic arena?
Center venue? Yeah, it's called an Olympic arena, but I don't quite know how much of an Olympic arena it is, really. Mm-hmm. It's just a big arena. It's not a bad venue. It's not as good as Korea.
Oh, really?
It's not quite the same as last year, but it's all right.
Yeah, I did see some pictures,
I think last year was the best competition I've been to.
Yeah, no doubt. No, you could tell that they put some money into it. That being said, though, I've heard that.
Yeah.
I heard that in Kazakhstan that they put a lot of money into that one.
Yeah. I didn't go to Kazakhstan, but I heard as well that was they put a lot of funding into that. Yeah.
I was told that, actually Todd might have even told me this, but it was kind of genius. I don't know if it was the mayor or whomever, but basically he gave all the public schools a day off and had them bust over to the arena so they could yell and scream at all the competitors and meet them and stuff like that. And it sounded like the kids had an awesome time. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a really cool idea.
Yeah, they should do more stuff like that at the other competitions. I think that would really be interesting.
And they need to do stuff like that to try and get people interested in the sport.
Well, yeah, it's one thing when, like, it's really hard to break into that demographic of like how you got kids signing up for summer sports and stuff like that, and you know when summer rolls around. Or the spring rolls around, anyways, when people are thinking about signing up their kids for summer sports, you know, they know what sports that they have to choose from. You know, are they going to go in soccer? Are they going to go in tennis? Are they going to go in swimming? But no one ever thinks of kettlebell because they've never heard of it, right?
No. That's the biggest problem. It just needs awareness, isn't it?
Yeah. So, anything else that you guys have to share about the upcoming days? What you're looking forward to, or that type of thing?
We're always looking forward to competing again on Saturday tomorrow. Just seen the rest of the lifters. It was good. They did the jerk, one of the jerk relays yesterday. That was good to watch with the Russian guys smashing it. They got a new world record. What else are we looking forward to, Todd?
Me kicking your ass.
Well, we know that ain't gonna happen. Yeah, beating Todd again will be good fun.
No doubt. When are you guys heading over there today?
So now it's coming up to 9 o'clock. We'll probably leave in about half an hour.
How far away are you?
Get down there. It's about 10 minutes walk. Yeah, it's not very far at all.
Awesome.
It's pretty easy. Yeah. Yeah, it's not too bad. I've got. We're staying at this hotel. A couple of the English guys are staying at another place, so they'll come round and we'll walk down with them.
Mm-hmm. Are you guys going to stay the
Just
whole
see how
day?
the day pans out. Yeah, I'll probably stay most of the day.
Yeah. Do you have an idea?
Just chatting to the lifters and that.
Okay. Do you have an idea of what you're going to do for entertainment and refreshments tonight?
I'm not sure yet. We've the service at the restaurants is a little bit on the slow side. We went on the first night. We went out for a meal. We ordered our food, and then we realised that we were supposed to be at a meeting at the venue. So we had to leg it. We ran down to the venue, had the meeting, got back, and they still hadn't served the food. So that was pretty crazy.
Jeepers creepers.
Yeah. The eating out is interesting.
That's home cooked right there for you. Where?
Yeah, I think it's homegrown. They kind of grow it to order. So yeah, it's all right. But yeah, no, it's good fun.
Awesome.
It's pretty quiet. There's not too much happening all night. But everyone's knackered, so by the time you get back and you have something to eat, everyone just wants to crash out, really.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's all right. Maybe after tomorrow, when I'm beating Todd again, I'll feel a bit better. I like celebrating.
Yeah. Does Great Britain have any sort of team rivalry with any of the other countries?
Oh, we have rival with everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah. Any particular rivalry? What you mean, apart from the Aussies and the Germans and the French? We have beef with every country. We've pretty much invaded everybody at some point.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, how'd you guys do in medals last year? Or placing?
Last year we did. I think last year was pretty good for us. We got. I got 3 medals. One of them was a Canadian one.
Yeah. You also shared in winning that big ass cup that I had to lug home in my luggage.
Yeah.
And that Todd's got sitting on the probably the back of his toilet.
Is that right? I was just wondering when I get my share of having that cup in my gym for a year or two.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a nice trophy.
It's a big trophy, yeah. Yeah, you'll have to send me a photograph. But yeah, we did all right last year. I think we got more medals than ever. I think at an IUKL comp. So yeah, I think we got about 12 or 13 medals altogether.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good haul.
And so, as far as your placing goes, were there any countries who placed higher than you who you're a little sour at, who you want to get back at this year?
Well, to be fair, this year is going to be tricky because I haven't got any. We've only got 1 bronze, and our chances of getting any more medals is slim.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys have already got a gold, so you're ahead of us.
I heard, yeah.
So yeah, so we'll be trying that today. We've got a chance. We might get. It depends. I don't know how many people are in the 2-arm 20-kilo long cycle for the ladies. We could get a medal in that if Tracy does a thing.
Mm-hmm. Chris, what do you enjoy most about going to Worlds? Obviously, I mean, there's
the people, meeting the people.
Well,
yeah, that is the best thing about the sport. I think is just the friendliness, and you get to go to different countries and different cities and things that you wouldn't necessarily normally go to. This place is not a holiday destination for us anyway. So it's like, but just meeting all the rest of the guys and it's because it's quite a small sport. You every year you meet the same people, and it's just great to catch up with people and have a chat. And I mean, last year I only met Todd for the first time. This year we're sharing a room, and it's good laugh. It's just good fun, isn't it?
Do you feel like you're cut from the same cloth or what?
Yeah, we're getting on pretty good. I think it's all right. Did I mention he's snoring?
What, right now?
Not right now, but Jesus. we take it in turn sleeping. One snores, once while the other one kind of sits there with the ears and the fingers in their ears. But no, it's good. It's just good. It's just good meeting the guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're having a laugh.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. There's a lot of piss taking out of people.
Well, that's pretty much the sign of how close you are with someone is how hard of a time you give them, right?
But exactly. Yeah. This is why I was so glad that I beat Todd yesterday, because I just couldn't bear it if he'd have beat me, and then I've had to share the room with him. You know what I mean?
So were you giving him pointers when you guys got back?
I give him a few tips. Help him out a bit with his flexibility.
Yeah. I'm always working on that. That's basically when I'm doing intervals. In between every interval, I've got the dowel out and I'm working on my flexibility. That's
you can't do too much flexibility. To be fair, my overhead lockout position is pretty awesome. So
it is pretty awesome. I've seen it. and even still, they do have a long way to go, but it's a really good overhead.
Yeah.
So I'm always envious of that.
That's true.
And it's I've been training a lot of new people lately. I've had a lot of new people come to my gym, and it's always really cool to see when you find that one person who's got like exactly the right proportions, and it's like you were made for this lift, and we're gonna push this as hard as we can push it and take it as far as we can take it. Kind of it makes it exciting when you find those people.
Yeah, it's really good. How many lifters do you have in your gym then?
Well, competitors, like we held a competition in this past September, and our total competitor roster was something about, I think it was about 15 people. I think that included me and Rachel. So something like 13 competitors from our gym, which, for the most part, my gym, I run fitness classes, but in the last year, I've been really pushing the kettlebell sport thing. So basically everybody who comes to the gym who shows, at least a basic amount of competency with the bells, when I think they're at a suitable, level and they spend some time with the bells, I'm like, hey, we got a thing coming up or an in-house or a competition or whatever, let's maybe try that out and we'll train you for it and you can do that. So, everyone's, like you said, how you meet new people when you go to the competitions and stuff. I think that's what's really been keeping my competitors coming back and being excited for every subsequent meet or competition. Because once they try the first one, obviously they get that high of competing, but they love that they're doing it with all the other people.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So that's been really important.
They get a bit, you're a bit anxious and you're a bit nervous about it, but then when you get there and you meet everyone else, you kind of think, everybody's great. So it makes it really easy. Yeah.
Yeah. So just in this past month, I've had, I think about 5 new people coming through the door who are either doing some private training with me or they're in a beginner program. And a lot of them show some really good promise, and they're really keen. So in November, on the 10th, we have a local meet that's coming up just south of where I'm at in Victoria, British Columbia. And we're going to take a team down there, and hopefully I can get some of my new people to try that out.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. So it's been a good journey so far. So I think we'll call it a wrap for tonight, and then... if you're available, we can see about talking again after you guys are finished today, and you can fill me in on everything that happened, or we can do same time tomorrow morning, something like that.
Yeah, this time works good for us because we never know how late we're going to be.
Yeah.
And it's kind of after breakfast. We don't really have to be down there till 10, so it's a good time right now.
Perfect. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and tentatively schedule that for the following morning then.
Okay.
And we'll have another chit-chat.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Really appreciate it, Todd. You guys have a good day.
Yeah. You too, Todd.
See you, buddy.